Hi, everybody. All right. So, sorry, I moved my hand here. I'm just going to adjust my phone a little bit. All right. So, hopefully, everyone can hear me. Um, and that you can I'm sitting on my stairs here right now because this is the place where I tend to get the best cell reception. So I figured let's see how the Wi-Fi works today, and I'll sit on my stairs. So thanks for joining me. All right. So, like I said, thanks for joining me today, and I'm really liking this Facebook Live platform because one of my core desires is connection. And so when I just do a video or just do a blog, sometimes you just don't know who's seen it, who's been able to if they have any questions, if they have time to message me and stuff like that. So that's why I love this platform, is because you get to might make any comments in there, let me know if you have any questions, and it just feels like it's a little bit closer. It's a little bit more of that connection, which I think all of us are kind of looking for nowadays. So I'm really pumped, and you know what, to be 100% honest, a little bit nervous too, because this is my first time actually really, yesterday I did a little tester on the Facebook Live, but really being able to have that conversation with you today is the first time. So thanks so much for showing up and for being here and supporting me with this. And so I do have a big announcement, and I really want to share that with you. Hi, Vic. But I want to kind of just tell you a little bit about I guess the backstory of what I want to share with you. So what it's been, hi Sandra, what it's been is this is something that's been part of my life for the last 2 years. And so I wanted to share with you because I want you to know a little bit more about who I am, why I do what I do, and where it's all come from. So we'll start a little bit at the beginning. Almost 2 years ago, my husband and I, Brandon, we went to Monterey, California, and it's just gorgeous there. So Brandon was going to be taking his motorcycle racing thing that he wanted to do, and that was his dream. He was training with a MotoGP champion guy, and I got to have the day to myself. So I was pretty pumped about that. So I started off my day and I just slept in for the morning. I walked into town in Monterey, and if you've ever been there, it's the cutest little town. And I found this sweet little crepe place, and for anybody who knows me, I kind of have a little bit of a sweet tooth, so the chocolate and strawberry crepes were calling my name, and I had those, and then I just went for a nice walk to the beach. And I found this beautiful big eucalyptus tree, and I sat down underneath that tree and I journaled for a while, and I watched the kids playing on the beach and enjoyed the sun, and so that was my day. But I also had a coaching call that was set up. So this was where we were going to do it over the phone, and she was going to be coaching me. So at this point, actually, just to rewind just a tiny little bit, I had just finished quitting massage, and I was taking my life coaching. I was just finishing up my life coaching schooling as well. And so there was a lot of transition, I guess, happening at that point. And so anyway, so I was sitting on the beach there, and I decided to go back to my hotel because it was time to do my coaching call, and I just wanted to relax a little bit before our call. So I went back to the room, and we had a really nice room and everything like that too, and I was sitting on the bed, and I could hear, the birds were chirping, and the people were outside, and they were just having so much fun. And I remember just sitting there thinking, I am in complete paradise right now. I'm in complete paradise, yet as I sat there, I felt completely empty. And I was just how can I be sitting here and feeling so empty when I'm surrounded by the most beautiful things? I live a lot from gratitude, and I was grateful for that moment, but yet it just wasn't filling me up. I just felt empty. So I had noticed it, but then I also kind of pushed it away because I knew my coaching call was really soon. And so I kind of pushed it down, pushed it away. We did my coach called, we did our coaching call, and I put my best mask on, like Tania's excited, we're doing the coaching call. And in the end, she says to me, of course, because I pick an intuitive coach, right? So she says to me, okay, Tania, I just have one question before I let you go. And I said, okay, what's that? And she says, why are you playing so small? Why are you being so timid? And I was just like, she saw right through me, even though we were over the phone, she saw right through me. And I knew that she was right. And I knew I was playing small. And I knew that this was like so frustrating for me. So anyways, I said to her, I don't know. I said, I feel it too, but I don't know. So we got off the phone and I started to do some journaling. And I thought, okay, well, like I've mentioned a little bit earlier, I kind of like to use my core desires as my compass. And one of my core desires is also freedom. So I was looking at that and thought, well, I have all this freedom. Here I'm sitting in Monterey, California. I can do whatever I want today. My kids are being taken care of, their grandparents. Like, I just have lots of freedom in my life. And so it's not that. And I thought, well, maybe it's because I need to be more proud of myself. I just finished hosting a retreat in Chile and never really was too proud of what I had accomplished and in my life in general. And so I started there and I wrote on top of my journal and said, what am I proud of from myself? And I wrote down a few things, but I just wasn't feeling it. So I knew I wasn't on the right track. So again, now I'm even more frustrated. And so with that, I decided to, I flipped the page and I was just like, what is it? And I started to journal and write. And all of a sudden, there was the information and it was in front of me. And I just had to kind of sit back for a moment and realize this new awareness. Realize that the words that had come from my hand to my pen, to my paper, and really letting that sink in, what those words were saying to me, what they were meaning. And I had to let it sink into my head, and I had to let it sink into my heart. And so I actually want to share my my journal entry with you, and because that's kind of how I am. I'm pretty real and pretty vulnerable, because I just feel there's so much growth in that. And so when you are with me, truth is kind of my main thing, right? That's what I've learned later on through my coaching, is that that's my essence. So I'm going to share my truth with you, and I'm going to share actually my journal entry with you. So this journal entry is from June 30th, 2014, and this is what I wrote. I can feel it again. I got my little paper here. I can feel it again. Resistance. Afraid. Shit. I know I'm on the brink of something bigger. I can feel it's just around the corner. So I turn around and head to the other side of the road to avoid it. Trying to avoid it just makes that feeling get bigger. I feel insecure. I feel like, what the hell am I even doing? So I quit massage, and you'd think that was the hard part. And yes, it was hard for me to quit massage, and at that point, letting my clients know that massage wouldn't be part of my services any longer. But now that everyone knows that I'm going to follow my truth, I'm scared. This is ridiculous. I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not smart enough. Again, kind of getting tired of these illusions that I'm not good enough. What am I really afraid of? Looking stupid, not being good enough coach with good enough results? How will I ever know if I don't try, if I don't step into it? But what could I achieve if I did try? Maybe some soul-focused peeps would be around me, people who actually care about what they do for the rest of their life. Maybe the missing link is that here I'm doing what I want to do, or I'm just around the corner of it, and I'm not really happy. I'm not really feeling fulfilled. What if I do this next big thing and I'm still not happy, fulfilled, or free? I have freedom in my life, lots of it, but do I feel fulfilled? No. I feel like I'm always searching. Yep, that's the actual issue. I'm afraid I'll turn that corner, I'll face it, I'll succeed, and still not feel any fuller than I do now. What's the point of living your soul purpose if you don't feel fulfilled? What's the point of living your soul purpose if you don't feel fulfilled? This is what I need to sort out. if I want to coach people on their soul purpose so they can feel happy, they can love their life, then maybe I need to figure out how I can love my own amazing life first. So that was pretty huge for me. I remember just sitting there on the bed for a while and just letting that absorb. And anybody else like ever feel that way? Anybody else ever feel like, you're going day to day, you're living your life, things, are pretty good and stuff like that. Yet you have this moment where you look around and you realize like there has to be more. This can't just be it. Like I'm not feeling fulfilled. Yeah, exactly. And, so that was me in that moment. Sandra feels that way. So anybody else feel that way? you know, um, that was me in that moment. And like I said, I remember it really hitting home for me that that was what I wanted. I wanted fulfillment. So I actually started this journey of self-fulfillment, and I started to really delve deep into what does fulfillment mean. Yeah, always searching for something more, right? Like, what does fulfillment mean, and can I have it? Like, is that actually just an illusion or not, right? So that's where I began my journey, I guess, with fulfillment. And I created a program. It's a 7-week program, From Fear to Fulfillment. And the people that have taken it have gotten amazing results. And it's just been phenomenal. So that's the big reveal, is that now I have, like, I've kind of been busy this last like 6 months, and I haven't really been promoting my coaching side or this program. But right now, like, I really feel guided that it's time, because I feel I'm not the only one that was in that space. And it's time to bring it forward again. And part of the reason it's time to do this now is because there's been a lot of change. So in our economy and here in Alberta, I know there's been a lot of change, and we've also been touched by that as well. So at the time when I was in Monterey, California, my husband and I, we were spending like thousands of dollars eating out wherever we wanted to go. He's doing his course, I'm doing my thing. And 6 months later, he lost his job. And so now I'm on this kick of being fulfilled in my life, and it really had to be tested. Can this fulfillment be real in an economy that's struggling? In our household where we were struggling, right? So, and I have all those answers for you. So what I want to do is I want you to know, that I'm going to be posting the link that you can register for this program in the comments. And so go ahead, register for it. And B, I want to let you know too that I'm going to be coming on throughout the next 2 weeks. And I'm going to be sharing more of my story, more of my journey and how I got there. So if there's something else that might resonate with you, please share this video, because somebody needs to hear what I have to say, and it might be through you. So I'd really appreciate for you to share this video and share this time, and keep on coming back and joining the next live series that I'm going to be doing over the next 2 weeks. So the Fear to Fulfillment program is a 7-week online coaching program. It's a group coaching program. I take 6 people only. So I'm going to be doing a daytime class and an evening class. The details are on the website. Check into that. And there is a payment plan, so if you need that, that's totally fine. I don't mind at all. And it begins on April 26, 2016. So in a couple of weeks, we will be beginning. So I look forward to talking with you guys more. Thank you, everyone, so much for staying on, who was there here. And have a beautiful, fulfilled day. Love you. Bye.